Good evening and welcome to Hoke Field, where the Gardiner Tigers will take on the Medomak Panthers tonight. Coach Munzing's not welcoming you guys in because he's down on the field right now getting ready to do the Whatever It Takes award with Coach John Burgess.
Burgess Award. This year, Coach Rob Munzing will be presenting it as always, so I will hand the microphone over to Coach Rob Munzing for the presentation.
Thank you, Dave. For the last 28 years, we have presented the John Burgess Whatever It Takes Award, because that was a mantra that Coach Burgess shared with our teams during his coaching career here at Gardiner Area High School. And we are very pleased again this year to present this award. We look for somebody who has gone above and beyond to contribute to Gardiner High School football. This year's winner exemplifies that, as he was a player for us and then did a stint of long-term coaching in our youth program. He continues to support the Gardiner Tigers. He is here tonight rooting on his grandson, number 55, Evan Bullock. Jay Folkemer. And while Jay makes his way to the field, we'll have a brief message from Coach Burgess.
What are you going to do?
You're going to just say hello and thank you, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. What a treat to be back on this ballpark with all you wonderful folks, all you wonderful ball players who I'm sure are going to do a great job tonight, as you have done all along. And all you parents and fans, this place is just great, just great. And I was blessed to have the opportunity to work in the school, on the field, and in the whole community. It's a great place. So thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Coach Burgess. And now, Coach Burgess will present the John Burgess Whatever It Takes Award to Jay Folkemer. Jay says he needs a hug. Coach was never hugging him back in the late 70s, I'll tell you that. Thank you very much, everybody. Jay joins a long list of wonderful men and women who have won the Whatever It Takes Award. Tiger football, something special. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
He lied to me. He told me Jeremy won.
Well, that was a special moment for Coach B, Coach Munzing, and Jay Folkemer. It's a well-deserved award for Jay. And like Coach Munzing said, he's going to probably talk about the award a little bit more when he comes up. But 28 years they've been handing out this award to different community members who have played their part in making Gardiner Tiger football the great program it is.
It's been something special, and there's been a long list of people throughout the community who have helped and been staples, and Jay is another one. He's been coaching for a very long time, and he's been a great asset to the community.
Yeah, and I've seen Jay at all the football games, home and away. He continues to be an avid follower of Gardiner football. Of course, he's still got family coming up through. But I remember watching Jay as a young Gardiner Tiger over at Quimby Field when he was playing guard for those Tiger teams in the late 70s.
Got a funny story about Coach Burgess. Back in '97, we were getting ready for a game against Bangor to go play in the Pine Tree Conference Championship. And I was a sophomore, and I was playing defensive end. And my practice mates were Zach Burke, Clyde Fowler, and J.J. Jackson. So there's 3 all-conference players. And for those of you that know football, we have this pad that looks like a cashew that's filled with air. And I got thrown on the ground 3 times in a row. And Coach Burgess came over and very nicely told me to get up. We're trying to win a state championship here. So I'll leave out exactly what Coach B said, but
some of the adjectives.
It was something, and I'll never forget that.
Yeah, he had an impact on a lot of young players, and like he mentioned, he was part of the school. He was a psychology teacher here at the high school. So you know, a lot of times we'd pop into his class just to talk football with him when he had some downtime. A lot of things going on tonight here at Hoke Field. As you can see, it's Tackle Cancer, cancer awareness, and also we have youth night tonight with, speaking of the youth programs, we have youth night tonight with the youth cheerleaders all down on the track, and I'm sure we'll recognize the youth football players at halftime.
Another community-based event right here at Hoke Field. There was a field hockey game earlier today that was done on the field, and it's the great thing about having a turf surface that you can have 2 games in one day.
Yeah, I think we're getting ready for the anthem here, so we'll cut away here a little bit as they do the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Carson Sessions knocks it out of the park on the national anthem. I just love when kids or bands or whatever play that national anthem, Jimmy. It just
Yeah.
adds a lot to it.
It does. It's a nice touch. You know, as an athletic director, putting in a playlist of the anthem just doesn't feel as good as having a person up there singing it from the school.
Well, it's good to see Coach Burgess, and glad he was able to speak a few words to the crowd. And Jay Folkema said he was completely surprised because he had no idea. They told him that he had to come and be ready to watch his son-in-law, Jeremy Bullock, get it. They fooled him. So that was great. Jay joins along. We'll try to key in on some of the folks that have received this award over the past few years. One of the things with the Tigers. One of the things with the Tigers last week, Jim, they won the toss and they took the ball. And I asked assistant coach Nate Munzing this morning when I went over to get Teddy for breakfast, take him out like I do every Friday. And I said, what's the plan? He said, well, I guess we're going to have to wait and see. He said, it worked out well last week. They went right down and scored. They have a good offense, and, they felt that they could move the ball. Last week on the first possession, they did that, and it worked out very, very well against Brewer Witches.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally, a lot of times you play defense, but if you have a solid week of practice, you feel good about your offense, you feel good about setting the momentum at the beginning of the game, it's ideal to take the ball if you win the toss. Looks like Medomak's going to receive.
Yeah, did they win the toss? Or?
Yeah,
yes, they did.
They did.
Yeah, which is a little change in teams' philosophies here in the last few years.
We were looking at the pregame stuff, and Medomak comes in at 2-2, and the Tigers are a solid 4-0 right now.
Well, this is one of those games. Tigers got to be a little careful of this one, Jimmy. This is one of those games you could look by, and you've got to be careful. You've got, Levitt coming up next week. You don't want to look ahead to that game. You're coming off a, couple of convincing wins. You've got to take every opponent and make sure that, you're giving them total respect. And it's a different position here for the Gardiner Tigers to be in. They haven't been a 4-0 start since probably back when you were coaching. I think it was, Jimmy, back in the days that you had Alonso, and
yeah,
you got off to a great start. That was a great league that year. Mount Blue was great, and Levitt was great, and you guys all playing the old Class B.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's definitely a different vibe with this football team this year from years past.
Levi Moore's into it, and ball picked up just inside the 20. Middle return. Tigers have been good on special teams, and they are here again. They'll swarm it. And Medomak will go to work. It was Owen Dosty on the return, one of the seniors here.
We've said this prior weeks, Coach, but one of the things I've been impressed with is the defensive line of the Tigers and how athletic and how physical they are.
They have been active. They've been tough to block and taking up space, and that allows those linebackers to roam. And Owen Chadwick has been one of the cleanup guys. It'll be left side. It'll be Dosty. Dosty's going to be tripped up after a couple of yards here. Braden Elliott came up from the secondary to make the force and the tackle, so to be second down in about, we'll say 7 yards to go, pick up a 3.
Yeah, one of the strengths of the Tigers is speed on the outside with those linebackers and the secondary guys. It's going to be hard to get outside of those guys because they're so quick.
They'll come to run the speed play there, and they've got a lane. Good looking run down the right side. On the carry is Jaden Ruiz, the sophomore. They got the running lane pretty well there, and you saw it right here, Jimmy, as they come off on the edge. Tigers don't set the edge. Linebackers can't get up over the top.
You get too far up.
And Ruiz,
yeah,
a big run. Well, Medomak has scored some points this season. Particularly in their wins, and their win against Old Town. They went up and down the field. Tigers will swarm, but a couple of tough yards off the left side again for Ruiz.
Looked like that was kind of student body left there, Coach. They were sending everybody from the offensive line in the backfield on the outside.
I guess we're going to say Ruiz is what Sam Shaw is saying. I'm sure he checked the pronunciation, so we would do that. Apologize to the Medomak folks. We had a lot of pregame activities going on I was involved with and didn't have as much time probably to do all the runaround that we normally do. Wyatt Simmons got him out at quarterback. Panthers. That was a high snap.
Inside handoff.
First
there.
carry up inside, and that's the big guy banging. That's Seamus Pease.
Yeah, good design there of sending motion to the right and inside handoff to the off back coming onto the left side.
This is a proficient drive here so far, all on the ground. Simmons has gone outside, had him come back inside a little bit, running the controls. There is the senior quarterback, Wyatt Simmons. Got running backs, a bevy of them. It's a power play left side. And you were talking about the defensive front for the Tigers being pretty solid this year so far. I would say Medomak Valley is winning the battle up inside.
Yeah, they're giving them a real good test right now.
They'll pick up the first down.
Tigers are getting into that territory with, with the bend don't break here. You can let the team drive the field and then stiffen up as they get inside the red zone.
And down inside the 25-yard line, Simmons. Tigers penetrate, bounce outside, flag comes in, and it's in the timing of that flag. It's either a face mask or a hold.
And holding on the Panthers.
Yeah, what happens a lot of times, that play designed to go up inside. And bounce, you bounce it to the outside, and the defender sees it, and he starts going off to that side, and so that'll move the chains back. We're tied into the score. No, we're not. We were tied in the score clock, and Chris is going to fix it. So it's first down. We'll give you the down and distance each time. First down, 22.
Haven't seen the Panthers throw the ball yet.
And pre-snap illegal procedure, so a little bit of stuttering here. 8:46, first drive of the game. Medomak's gone down the field. They got the ball inside their territory, up over the 25 to about the 28-yard line where they started. They reeled off a couple of first downs all on the ground. A bevy of ball carriers. Ruiz has been one of them. He had the big carry down the right side. We've also seen Owen Dosty, Seamus Pease carry the ball here for the Panthers.
Quarterback Wyatt Simmons in pregame threw a pretty nice ball, so might see them have to open it up a little bit.
Off the right side, Ruiz waiting for some running room. He gets a little bit, going to pick up some of it down to about the 32-yard line. Picked up about 4 on that one, so it's going to be second down.
Number 38, Jack Simmons, comes into the game.
Yeah, I got to think it's 4-down territory for the Panthers here.
Yeah, and if you take the ball on the toss, you want to get points on that first drive.
Grady Pease goes out deep. Wide to the left side. Here's our first pass. They want to go down the field to him, and incomplete. Some incidental contact, good non-call there.
Looked like he was going to attempt to do a double move there, and then got tangled up with the defender.
Yeah, I think he lost his balance right into the Gardiner defensive back, and good non-call there. As we said, incidental contact. So that brings up 3rd and 21. Tigers have had a good pass rush so far this year, and we'll see if they unleash a backer here to come on what will likely be a passing down. 3rd and 21. Wyatt Simmons at the controls. Simmons wants to pass. Tigers come late. Ball's out. And I think Simmons was able to get back on it.
Yeah.
As strip sack there by the Tigers.
Looks like Bullock might have got his hand on it, and fortunately for Medomak, it fell right in front of the quarterback.
Yeah, somebody came around the backside. Came out just a little bit.
So this kind of puts them into a punt situation now.
So they were cooking, and that's what major penalties will do to you. 4th and 26. Tigers will being a safe punt. Punts up and angled. Tigers get out of the way.
Yeah, decent
Good
punt.
Medomak bounce inside the 5-yard line to about the 4-yard line where the Tigers will go 1st and 10. So Tigers will bend but not break, like you said, Jim.
Yeah, and you know the penalties helped them out. But you know, taking the ball on the toss and even though they didn't score, they gained field position here, and they're going to force Gardiner to go the whole length of the field to score themselves. So not a bad drive for Medomak.
No, absolutely not. Just what you take there. You see the ball just resting inside the 4-yard line. So Tigers long field to go here. Isaac Medora at the controls for the Tigers. Running backs, 2 of them, both in the end zone. They run a little cross action up inside and some tough sledding out over the 5, maybe the 6-yard line.
Yeah, Owen Chadwick
That'll be
on the carry
Captain
there.
Owen Chadwick.
He picks up a couple there.
Larry and Ian watching out in Doom Forest. Shout out to them, as we always do, some of our great fans. Tigers some work to do. 2nd down, 8 to go. Elliott will go far side. 2 running backs in the game here for the Tigers. Now they'll shift in motion. They want to throw the bubble. Nice cut inside. Back outside, and that was over to Chadwick on the outside. Just basically a run play right there.
Yeah, nice initial block by Chase McGrain on the edge there. He didn't. It wasn't a huge block, but he just got in the way of the defender so that Chadwick could cut it up.
Yep, gave him that little running lane right in there. That's nothing but just, toss the ball out there, becomes a running play.
A long handoff.
Yep, a long handoff. Yeah, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Same set here for the Tigers. That's a different looking backfield set. They want to throw. Medora's in trouble. He's going to heave it down the sideline and throw it into space. That looked a little bit disjointed from the get-go.
Yeah, it was intended for duty, but about 5 yards past him.
Bring up 2nd down, 10 to go for the Tigers. Getting a look at Logan Vigu here from his defensive position. Luke Chamber, number 55 inside, one of the big guys.
Yeah, they're big up front.
Cole Bales, number 53. They play a 4-4 defense.
Tight backers here.
Tigers wide receivers to the top of your screen. They want to throw. They do. They're laid out there, coming back in the alley and making the ball's out.
I'm not sure if he wasn't down, but
they're holding the spot. Let's see. We'll get a replay on it. I think they said his knee was down. Quite sure. Again, they're trying to toss to the perimeter. Here's McGrain. And Tigers got a break there. Stay away from our replays, guys.
Yeah.
The refs. That ball's out. You know, they don't have the benefit of replay here, and those things all usually even out. 5:11 left here in the first. They're measuring for a 1st down here for the Tigers.
A little short. That was, again, one of those quick little stay passes, Coach, and Chase did a good job trying to make something happen in the middle. And Medomak did a good job.
8 men in the box, Jim. That's why they're doing
Yeah.
that. Medomak's got that 4-4 look, and they're just saying, okay, we're going to play out on the perimeter. That's what the Tigers are saying. 3rd and short. Tigers have been using the power game in these situations, full house backfield. Like to run in behind. Turtle out on the left side a lot of times on this. They fooled some teams early. Other teams have probably seen it now. But that's all you need right there. Chadwick's right to the outside. He's in the open field, up over midfield. Turns the corner, and he's got a big gainer there. Out over midfield, almost down to about the 40-yard line on the short yardage play. How many times you see that, Jimmy? Running for inches, and then it pops. Watch it right here. They're going to come off to the inside. This is an inside run game. You get the lead block right here, and then Chadwick across the green. When you get that many guys in, if you break that first level, lots of times, lots of green grass.
Yeah, good job of seeing the lanes to the outside there, too, by Chadwick. I didn't see who the third back in the backfield was, but he had a nice lead block there to free up Chadwick.
Yeah, they're bringing one of the big boys,
Yeah.
one of the linemen as fullback. Tigers in regular set. Toss left side. There's a corner there running downhill. And finishing the run strong is Justin Duty. And flag came out early. It's going to go against the Tigers. I didn't see what the call was. We'll have to wait.
I'm not sure if it was Gingras on the outside that, again, the defender turned on him and might have held just a little bit. So both teams now, penalties are affecting their drives.
First and 20 for the Tigers. They have gained some field position. Remember, they started this drive inside the 4-yard line, so they have gained some field position. They've got a first down and 20. Medor gets a clean snap, wants to throw, throws it over the middle, got Chase McGreen, and McGreen balls out again.
This one, I think, is going to go to Medomak.
And Medomak says they have it. And they do.
Look like
Logan Vigu, I think, got it.
Yeah.
Got to protect that ball in traffic.
He had just started to tuck it away and make a move, and Medomak got their hand in there and spun him around.
Yeah, just seeing the very end of it there. And the ball came out. He certainly wasn't down that time. And Medomak will go first and 10 just on the Tiger side of midfield. 4:25 left. Our clock not official as it's malfunctioned and is a illegal procedure.
So a little sudden change for the Tigers here. As you said, Coach, they kind of flipped the field and got on the other side of the 50.
Wyatt Simmons, senior quarterback for the Panthers. Medomak. What are they, about 10, 11 years in their program here?
Yeah, they were a club there for a while, and they started out in C, I think.
Dorsey comes out here. They want to run the toss. Squared up. Good looking run here. The cutback. Extra running room for Pease. He's still on his feet and he won't go down.
He's still going.
What a run that was, boy. You know about finishing a run.
The ball came out, but I think it was down or they blew the whistle. No, the Tigers got it.
Well, let's see the end of the play here. Pease just wouldn't go down, and sometimes when you go down, you make the ball a little vulnerable, and looks like Chadwick is all over that ball, trying to pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. It comes out, you can see it's well out early, and Tigers pick it up. So
some hard running by Pease.
Yes, a good-looking run. Well, what was it Kenny Rogers saying? You got to know when to hold them,
know when
to fold them. And, you know, when you finish the run and you're in a pile, put it away.
Yeah.
Protect the groceries from Mama. Tigers back on it. Hasn't been pretty. Whalen inside, back outside, and can pick up a yard or 2 on that.
Yeah, I think he was the intent was for him to go inside. There was nothing there, so he popped it outside, and nothing there either.
Well, one of the things the Tigers want to remember too is, you know, they lined up in that power set and they ran it for about 25 yards.
Yeah.
So, you know,
pretty effective.
Yeah. So.
Well, and I would think at some point we've seen short passes. The Tigers will take a shot downfield.
Bunch right. Extend motion. Toss. Trying to get to the corner. Squared up. Now back outside. And Duty's got a pretty good run there. Going to set up a third and manageable for the Tigers. You know, Tigers out over the 40-yard line to the 41-yard line. This is going to bring up a third and 2. See if they go power or they keep the conventional offense in there.
26, Seamus Pease really gets a good push off the line.
So Tigers will stay with their spread look. Come with cross motion. The handoff inside. and I don't think he's there.
Depends where they spot this
It's
one.
going to be short by about the length of a football. Well, I don't know. I was watching the guy coming in from the side, but this, yeah, all right.
They adjusted.
Yeah. And it's going to be 4th and short. And we'll see what the Tigers do here
2.5 minutes in the quarter.
on a 4th down. Ball at the 42-yard line. Tigers calling the punt team. They want to punt. But they may have a fake. We'll see if they try to draw them off sides. Punt, the snap is high. Punt's off and good. And we'll take a Tiger bounce and continue to bounce as Tigers play field position. The way, the teams are giving the ball back and forth, you want to play a little field position. So Manning downs the ball for the Tigers. And the Panthers, who have been promising with their offense, have sputted a little bit with penalties, but they've had some big plays.
Yeah. Again, impressed with their line, their good size. Been a good matchup interior-wise right now.
Sure has. Tigers hoping to get a 3 and out and save some field position. We'll see. Simmons.
Big hole.
Big hole up inside. Logan Vigu finds some running room right up inside. They found something inside against this Tigers defense and ripping off some big ones.
Yeah, it looked like Trevor Barron was the Tiger that brought him down.
Gives Medomak a first down on first down, and they've got a little bit of breathing room. So they're out over to about the 27-yard line. Simmons got wide receivers to his left, but they'll toss. Tigers looking to run it down, but in the alley, and Pease another good tough run. Going to pick up about 8 on first down.
Yeah, just a quick pitch to the left. And Pease runs hard, but he's also got a little bit of quickness to him to the outside.
Second down, 1 to go.
Both lines are pretty physical, so I think when two lines are pretty equal, it's going to come down to who's in the best shape in the fourth quarter, I think.
Yeah, Medomak getting a good push on the Tigers up front. Simmons wants to throw. He does. Throws it backwards, actually.
Yeah.
And that looked like it was going to be for a loss, but it'll be picked up for a first down. A little stay pass to the outside.
Jaden Ruse.
Perez was able to go back and get that. That ball was, if he had missed that, that ball was a fumble because that ball went backwards from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and I think had he led him with that pass a little bit, he had a little bit of room to run.
Yes, he did. Well, Medomak is executing well, and if they don't hurt themselves with penalties and turnovers, they'll be able to make something of it to the outside. Riz. This time the Tigers chase it down.
Watching Seamus Pease on that, he's a complete player there, Coach. He was the lead blocker on that and blocked his guy 5 yards downfield.
Yeah, Henry Gingras came up for the tackle. Well, we're played one. It's been a back and forth affair. Nothing to see yet. We'll come back. Second quarter coming up here after this.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Medomak Valley Panthers with the ball. They've got a second down, 8 to go, just the start of the second quarter. Simmons wants to throw down the seam. He throws, and that's intercepted. What an interception that was.
Owen Chadwick, yeah.
Owen Chadwick with the play of the year on defense.
It might have been beat.
Skill-wise, take a look at Owen Chadwick on this drop and this athletic play.
Yeah.
Skied, catches it, controls it, and comes down with it. What a play that was by Owen Chadwick. Well, Owen is a complete ball player.
Yeah,
All three phases.
Yeah.
Kick game, defense, offense, and now the Tigers are in territory. So who's going to cash in on a turnover first? Left side. Justin Duty trying to get the edge, and he does. Well, Duty looks like you're going to cut him off, and the next thing you know, he's running by you.
Yeah.
You just a lot of teams misread his speed.
Yeah.
Don't you think, Jim?
It's almost like he's got one speed, whether he's going straight or turning.
Yeah.
He just, makes that cut at the same speed he's been running.
He picks up 7 yards, second down and 3 to go.
Geez, I would take a shot here, Coach, with the field position, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, no high safety. They're playing dual safeties here. They want to throw. They'll throw underneath.
Ooh, a little high.
And they had Braden Elliott, that ball down. He might split those two guys. That's just what Jimmy was thinking here. Just a little high to Braden. He catches that in stride, and the way he can run, he might scoot right through those two guys.
Yeah, they still got a makeable 3rd down here, so that didn't hurt them. I like the way the Tigers have brought Medor along, though. Being a young quarterback and some short passes first, and not asking too much of him too early.
Tigers are coming cross motion. It's a 3rd down play. Going to run the sweep. They got the corner. They've got big running room out on the corner to the 30.
Yeah.
Blacked out there for a second.
He's going to get another 15 yards.
Yeah, going to look like a Husqvarna tackle. Well, you saw it right out of the gate. We did glitch out there for a second. That wasn't. Everybody at home's thinking, geez, I blinked for a long time on that one. Boy, that was a long blink. No, that was us.
Yeah, he got the corner there really quick, and there was some downfield blocking for him to pick up extra yardage. So they're going to call a face mask on
Okay.
that. That's going to put the Tigers really in a good spot here.
They'll be down inside the 15-yard line. Looks to be just inside the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Andy's giving you a good view of it.
Getting into that area of the full house backfield.
Yeah,
Coach, you talked
yeah.
about. Yeah.
Not here. They're going to stay conventional. Whelan will be in the backfield along with Duty for Isaac Medor. Tigers want to throw.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh. Touchdown, Tigers. Braden Elliott says, woo-hoo! Well, that's going to make the highlights on Channel 13, who are recording this game down here. Watch this. Isaac McDowell says, well, I'm good, but you know what? I'd rather be lucky. That ball might have got tipped on the throw, and then it was tipped right to Braden Elliott.
Yeah.
So Tigers set to go for the extra point. You're seeing it again. I'm not sure if it got tipped or not. I thought it was going to be intercepted. So back here live, kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Tigers, with a little horseshoe around their neck. We're going to stay right here with it because I have some people I want to thank here. As you know, if you saw the pregame, we had the John Burgess Whatever It Takes Award presented down on the field. That all work all right? We got good stuff out? Chris says it worked fine. And want to thank Coach for getting here tonight. Coach Burgess, his wife Marge, son Andy. Son Matt is on the road with Bridge Academy, not able to make it. And congratulate Jay Folcomer for receiving the award this year. And I want to send out special thanks to American Awards. Justin Wing, once again this year, in memory of his dad. Right on the plaque it says, this is in memory of John's former player, Bob Wing, back from his early Coney years. And they've had this family business going for a long, long time. And Justin, every single year, donates this award. And we'll give him thanks on Facebook. I got a nice picture of him. Nice high kick. Medomak with a middle return and out over the 30-yard line. Some tough sledding.
Might be Mitchell Collins returning that for Medomak.
Yeah, no fooling around. Collins just a freshman. Came north and south. So Tigers with a little benefit of the bounce.
Well, they had the great interception by Chadwick,
yes,
which made that drive happen. But the bounce, remind me of the old tip drill we used
yes,
to do, Coach.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they're schooling Isaac down there. I'm not sure if that. We'll go back and we'll take another look at it. Not right now, but later on, and see if that wasn't tipped at the line, because it was floating.
Yeah.
Off the edge. Nice cut, but Tigers fill that one. They're stringing that out there. Tigers won the battle of the edge that time,
yeah.
and that's what you look at. Who wins the edge? If the offense wins the edge, they get themselves a big play. But that time the Tigers won the edge, swarmed to it well. Nothing outside, made them square it up, and when they squared it up, the backers scraped. I think the backers had been a little tight, Jimmy, not able to scrape up over the top. I'm sure Nate Munsing, who coaches the linebackers, and is a pretty good linebacker here for you and Maddie back over the years. He's got a little correction going on here. I think he loosened Chadwick a little bit. We saw it on the interception.
On the interception, yeah.
Second down, 7 to go. Simmons got stop motion. He wasn't set for a second. That should be illegal procedure.
Yeah.
On a wildcat play, and
Chadwick
comes up and levels him. That's got to be a flag.
Yeah, he's got to be set for a full second.
Got to be set for a second. That's, yeah. So when you go in motion or you go and reset, you can do that, but you have to be set 1 full second without moving before the ball snapped.
Right.
And clearly, that didn't happen. But anyway.
Big test here for the Tigers.
Goes both ways. Ruiz comes out in the slot left. He goes in motion. He's going to run jet. Tigers swarm to it, but he made a couple of guys in the backfield miss. He's elusive. Maybe picked up one on the carry.
Yeah, good job by Justin Duty on the edge well, it might not have been Duty, but the edge player forcing it back inside where he had help.
Yeah, Tigers have gone to school on that, and that's what you do. It's a game of adjustments. Tigers lead 7-0. Medomac's had plenty of offense. They've hurt themselves with some turnovers, but they have moved the ball. First drive was the thing of beauty that stalled after they took a holding penalty.
Yeah, holding and then followed up with a false start.
Wyatt Simmons brings them out. And they get on the wristbands and even out the formation. Wide receivers 2-by-2 both sides. Back in motion. Handoff inside. Tigers will run it down from behind and with a fill for a couple of tough yards. I think it was Pease on the carry up inside. He's been their north-south runner. Joe Hanley comes in. Joe had a heck of a game last week. If you happen to see the game on 92, the ticket did a really good job of covering that game up there at Brewer last week. Joe had a heck of a game. Had a strip, a lot of tackles, some good runs at the end of the game. Third down, 7 to go. Not in 4-down territory, I wouldn't think. Trips. Simmons wants to throw. Rush comes. He's going to scramble. Now he throws. Incomplete. So he got to force a coverage sack on that one. Tigers stayed with the coverage and then got late pressure, forced Simmons to unload. Not to take the sack, and it's 4th down. Ball be at the 36. Elliott will go back deep. Chase McGrain back with him. 2 threats back there for the Tigers. Tigers haven't come on blocks very often this year, as they've been content with trying to set up their return guys. They might have wanted to do one there.
Yeah.
That one's up the chimney. Tigers will get out of the way.
He's going to stay right there.
And hard to fault the punter. He got a snap that kind of
Didn't quite
dribbled
make it
in.
to
Now,
him. Yeah.
if you're the Tigers, you're the special teams coach, you're going to Coach Patrick Munsing, head coach, and say, hey, Coach, next time, let's put some pressure on.
Yeah.
Here we're going to take a look again. I want to see if this gets deflected a little bit.
Yeah, it's wobbly.
Yeah, well, it's wobbly, all right. That's a touchdown if you're just joining us. Braden Elliott. How many yards was that? We'll take a look at it again. We'll get the yardage on that one. So Tigers out on offense again, leading 7-0. Isaac Medora. Tigers want to come on the sweep.
Good pressure by Pease. Yeah.
And Pease was there to break it up.
Vigu came to clean it up.
Pease set the corner, and then Vigu finished. So Tigers take a loss on first down. Both teams going a little bit to school on that outside play that both teams have been running. Duty is the ball carrier to Medora's left. Medora wants to throw. He lets it go long and deep and incomplete and pass interference. Yeah. They were trying to get it to Braden Elliott down the near side. Elliott had a step. Watch it right here. Chris gives us a good replay here. Good timing on it. Just down the field. Elliott saw the ball.
Yeah, he made
and as often happens, Jim.
Made a good adjustment to try to come inside of it because it was on the inside of the receiver, but going to get a little contact and pacing it off from.
Yeah, this is from the line of scrimmage. Yeah. So remember the Tigers took a loss on first down. So
put him in a second and short now.
So second down now as we repeat the down. Remember, pass interference in high school, not a spot foul. It's from the line of scrimmage. Tigers took the loss on the first play, and so now they're back in business with second down and 2. Isaac Medora has got a touchdown pass. He's got running backs to his right and left, up inside, and not much there. There's penetration.
Early penetration
by Medomak.
Forced him to alter his route, and there was nothing there.
So maybe back to the line of scrimmage and 3rd and 2 and see if the Tigers, I don't see why they wouldn't go back and load up and go power offense. But they're going to keep the conventional offense out there. The one time they went straight T, they ripped it off for...
Yeah, 30 yards.
Yeah. Medora. Wants to throw, wants to run. He's in trouble here. Now he's going to keep and turn it on, and he gets plastered out of bounds, and he's down.
Not intentionally late, but it looked late just when he was out of bounds. And it did look possibly head-to-head.
It is going to pick up the first down for the Tigers. Now the backup quarterback is going to be, well, probably what they would do is they would go with Duty at quarterback.
Like a wildcat?
Well, Duty is a quarterback.
That's right, he was,
yeah. So Isaac back in, but I think he got medical attention, so he's got to come out of play.
Oh, he's getting a play.
No, he's getting the play.
No, I think he thought he was getting
a
play.
Yeah. I remember one time his dad got rung up there one time with the wrong huddle. We knew he was in trouble. So it's 1st and 10. Tigers out to Duty will keep it up the middle. He's got running room. Duty to the outside at the 40, cuts it back inside. They can't find him. And he's down to the 35-yard line. It's Howdy Doody time.
Tackled by Luke Camber, but he had a head of steam right from the get-go, Coach.
He did, yeah, just running the quarterback power up inside. See the kick-out block there,
Yeah.
and Duty doesn't hesitate. You said it, Jimmy. He's got one speed, hyper.
Yeah.
and then he's like trying to, catch a Mexican jumping bean over in the aisles of Gorgon's IGA, who now have Mexican jumping beans, if you're interested. I saw those posted on the Facebook page. So Duty stay in at quarterback. He's going to go empty. Oftentimes they run him out of this empty set, and they will. They fake it left, and now he comes up the middle on a counter. Good looking play for the Tigers. Duty down inside the 15-yard line. Justin Duty. I like the design of this play. Watch it, Jimmy. Watch the design. It's an inside trap right here.
Out,
Boom.
yeah.
He fakes like he's going back outside, and then they pull, and they get the good kick-out block. I believe it was Ryan Chadbourne coming home from his right guard position.
Yeah, that's a nice design.
Yeah, let's look at it again and slow it way down, Chris, if you can. We'll do a little coaching.
If you watch
the old coaches here.
Right tackle.
Watch a right guard here. See the pull right here.
There.
Inside out. Kicks out. Bullock with a big block inside. Cleans his guy out. And big running room up inside for Duty. And once he gets in your secondary, he's a load to handle.
But and the Medomac's got their backers so tight that they get washed out with all that action. Leaves the middle wide open.
So Tigers, after getting stymied on the perimeter, have gone back north and south. And they may have found something here.
Well, good call by Medomak to call a timeout before it's too late and try to adjust, talk to the guys, see what they're seeing, ask them what they're seeing, and maybe they make an adjustment here.
I'm looking down at the sideline here on the monitor to see where Isaac Medora is. I don't see anybody getting any medical attention, so that's good news.
Yeah, he was standing next to the offensive coordinator. Yeah, there he is, next to number 3.
Yeah, he's going back in.
Yep.
So that's good to see. Duty will play running back now and Medora back in. Yeah, he was standing next to Coach Sessions, and you can get enveloped there. Coach, a big, strong guy. What a football player he was, Medora. Fakes it, wants to throw. He's in trouble. Hold on the ball.
Pease.
Goes down. Pease again. Can of Pease. He's been tough.
Yeah, he comes off that edge.
Yeah, Medora never got a shot to look downfield. Don't forget, Tigers do have the potential with Levi Moore, the freshman kicker, to kick field goals. They have tried.
I saw him pregame, and he looked like he was working himself back a little bit to the 20, 25-yard line. So
2nd and 17. Tigers want to pick up about half if you can. They'll keep it with Duty. Duty slashes inside. Duty. He's got running room. Duty to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
They doubled Pease on that play, Coach, on the edge, and I think that's what gave him the corner.
Yeah, so watch right here. Duty is the quarterback. We'll see the blocking up front. That's where you want to go. The wraparound right there. Nice job right there, sealing it for the Tigers, and a miss in the secondary. And you can't arm tackle Duty. He's going to run right through you. Comes the kick. Snap back, ball down, and the kick is good, but the whistle came before, and we'll see offsides on Medomak. If I'm the Tigers, I'm thinking, let's go for 2. Let's put the power unit in there
full house backfield
and pound it.
Yeah. Here they come.
So your job, Jimmy, I want you to find the fullback.
56. I just saw him.
Yeah, it's Trevor Barron.
Yeah, I just saw him come into the game.
So Tigers, not a bad idea, I think. They'll line up in the straight T set.
The fullback's 75.
75. Straight T. Medora. They're going to go left. They do. Chadwick's got it. He's going to beat everybody to the outside in the corner of the end zone. Ball's supposed to go off tackle, but everything collapsed, and Owen says, here we go, to the outside. I think that's a great call by Coach Patrick Munzing on going for the 2. Now you've got a little bit more. See, that's supposed to go. Had it gone up inside, I think they're going to get it. They've got a pretty good hole right up inside there, but Chadwick dances that to the outside. So Tigers, led by Duty in multiple roles, came in to play quarterback when Medora took the big hit. But don't forget, a broken play. Isaac Medora scrambles out to his right side, turns the afterburners on, picks up 3 yards when they needed 2, and then the Tigers continue the drive after that with Duty at quarterback, and they run him, and he has a couple of miraculous runs with some good blocking up front by the Tigers.
Yeah, that was a key 3rd down play.
Well, the thing, you made the point, and he's just like his brother, who was, by the way, Player of the Year last year in Class B football in our league. They got one speed, Hyper.
Yeah.
Good kickoff here by the freshman, what weapon he's become. Tigers are going to swarm to it, and not a lot of running room.
Jaden
Ruiz was trying to find some wiggle room there, but not much of it. It's the Tigers' special teams. They've been special this year.
Yeah. We had mentioned in the pregame, Coach, youth football, youth night tonight.
Yep, youth night tonight.
And youth players, a big
and the
part
cheerleaders, and
For
that
years.
all tied into that all tied into the award to Jay Folkham. He did a great job back after Jay graduated. Stayed right in the area to marry his high school sweetheart and raise a family and be involved in youth football. Off the right side, some good running room here.
Yeah,
Pease again out for about 8 yards.
Well, Medomak still has time, 4 minutes and 20 seconds, so they don't need to panic with any big shots here. They can try to move the ball as they have shown they can do at times.
Big Tyler Turtelot, number 73, coming in the game. He's getting attention at the next level, as he should. Terrific work ethic that Tyler has. Worked hard in the weight room and agilities, and terrific player. Sweep off the right side. Tigers going to close that down. Not a lot of running room that time. That was Grady Pease.
They do get the
Eli
first
Kruk
down and move the chains here.
Well, Medomak would like to get a score. What they don't want to do is they didn't want to go 3 and out and turn it back over to the Tigers with momentum that they have.
Well, the Tigers will also get the ball to start the second half.
Simmons. Now they shift left and run left. And Tigers close it down in it was kind of a delayed boomerang effect coming out of the scrum. But they had said that he was down, his momentum had stopped on first down. He picks up about 2, be second down. 3:03 left here in the second quarter. Been a fast game. Stay with us at halftime. Going to hear from some of our great sponsors. We've got a special thing. Remind me to talk about the Dexter Tigers. I want to mention about what Dexter's got going on here for all the folks at home so they can vote. Second down, 8 to go here from Medomak Valley. They'll get motion. They'll run the speed play into the motion and still on his feet, close to a first down, coming out with some tough runs.
Yeah,
Ruiz.
He did a good job of planting his foot and getting north and south quickly.
Well, not quite going to pick it up. It's going to be third and about the length of a football as I look across the way.
Just a little over 2 minutes to go here in the half.
Might be 2 down territory. We'll see. They want to throw. They want to throw deep. They do. Back shoulder throw incomplete. Wow.
Yeah, I think
As they went outside.
I think you only do that if you know you're going for it
Yeah.
on 4th down.
Trying to catch the Tigers asleep, and they didn't. Grady Pease was the recipient of a back shoulder throw. A really pretty good ball by Simmons. Pease turned, got his hand on it. So now a big play for the Tigers and from Medomak Valley here in the half. The Tigers hold on 4th down, Jimmy.
Yeah,
They're going to get some field position out of this.
Curious if Medomak will try a hard count here.
So maybe, Chris, we can put that graphic up for Dexter, and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on with that. So we got Tigers South down Biddeford, Tigers Central, and we got Tigers North. And Dexter Regional High School was selected as one of T-Mobile's Friday Night Lights. Oh, we're back. We didn't take a timeout. We got to come back. We'll talk about that later. Wow. 4th down shot.
Ooh.
Wildcat. Ball's down, and they picked it up. And luckily for them, the bounce came, and they pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, because that was in the backfield on the
Ruiz,
turf.
yeah, now we'll talk about Dexter Regional High School. It's one of the top 25 finalists from all over the country. 2,000 schools applied for this, and it all comes down to the vote. So what we want to do is get the vote out for the Tigers from Dexter High School. They'll get a complete $1 million facility for if they win the grand prize, and they're currently in 3rd place. That little QR code up at the top left, you can go direct to that, and that'll take you to the voting. You vote every day. Medomak, left side. Tigers will take this. You know, Tigers just want to get out of here with the lead.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to see Dexter get that. That's I think that started out with Gronkowski sponsoring that award. I think he actually comes to the site when to the award winner.
Fantastic. Want to thank our good friends at McAllister Real Estate coming on as one of our newest sponsors. They've got some information I saw on their Facebook page about some good opportunities in the Gardiner area. Some of the homes that have are going to go out to auction. And if you need some information on that, you could get a great deal on one of those houses. Check in with McAllister Real Estate. They're in Hollowell, right downtown in Hollowell. Kim Gleason, Katie McAllister. We thank them. We'll be making contact with them next week. Get out, do their ad. We redid the Elliott Office Products ad just recently. So 2nd down 8, you got to think Tigers going to loosen up here a little bit. Expect pass. Simmons wants to heave. He does. Down the sideline. That was a 50-50 ball, and Gingras down there on the coverage for the Gardiner Tigers. Henry, a good defender.
Yeah, Simmons very calm in the pocket.
He
there.
is.
Yeah, he's doesn't get rattled. Gets a snap, settles in, and throws a nice ball.
Cool, calm, collected. He's a senior. Medomak 2-2 on the season. Your Gardiner Tigers 4-0. Medomak playing tough here, 15-0. Wide receivers near side trips. Wide receiver right. Tigers come on the blitz. They'll drop it inside to one of the backs, and that's Pease, I think, was the recipient of a little drop-off by Simmons.
Off, yeah.
You talked about Simmons being pretty cool. He was pretty cool right there.
Hey, I don't want it. I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah.
And Pease is right there. And
well, Simmons was almost sacked, but he was able to get the ball off. .116 to go. I'm not sure whose timeout this one is. I think it's the Tigers' timeout on 4th down.
could be, because I almost think Medomak had used all theirs.
So if you're the Tigers here, you saw the last snap, Jim.
Yeah.
And so you might, you know, you get your pump block in, whatever it is, and you know, you go for it and you take the risk. because with 1:15 left, you block a punt, you know, you're certainly changing field position.
You're in scoring position
You
immediately.
know, if you know they get the punt off and sail it down, you're probably taking a knee anyway. So
Yeah.
you know the strategy would be to
Take a shot.
Yeah, take a shot on the block punt. One of the ways you can sometimes tell is how many guys go back deep. Excuse me.
Yeah, Tigers.
Chase McGrain will go back deep, and Elliott will join him. But we'll see if the Tigers don't pressure here.
Looks like
It's really a short punt. He's not back to normal depth, and the punt will be off. And Tigers came and no call on that. And now Tigers got to run. Elliott's up the near side. Braden Elliott, fake going out of bounds.
Yeah, he did.
Now he's scooting around here. Water bugging! The water bug! Inside the 30-yard line.
He did fake going out of bounds.
What a run here by Braden Elliott.
He was heading for the sideline, then
He spins there. Spinorama 1. Now he comes up the near side. Watch him. He fake. I'm going out of bounds. No! You fell for it. Cuts it back inside. Spinorama number 2. And down to the 27-yard line goes Elliott. He is Mr. Excitement, isn't he, huh?
Yeah.
So Tigers now, you got to think with 57 seconds left, they probably got a timeout left. Mador wants to throw. He's going to throw it long and deep. 50-50 ball and hauled down.
Yeah.
That's Chase. No, I'm sorry. That's Eli Manning. Was it?
it
was Chase. Eli's coming off. He was a wide receiver. Yeah. Watch Chase McGrain in the slot down here.
Good positioning.
He just goes up and wins the 50-50 battle right here all the time. He gets inside position, goes up, wins the battle. Gives the Tigers an opportunity with a moving clock. 41 seconds left. Tigers got a chuck on fire here.
Yeah.
They'll go straight T. They're going to go power game. They'll come left side. Running lane up inside. Touchdown Tigers! Owen Chadwick off the left side. In behind. Big T. Watch Big T over there. 73. Big T says, clear the track! Tyler Turtelot demolished the left side of the line.
Yeah.
We're going to stay with it, Chris. I want you to put that in super slow motion. I want to get excited about Big T. Tigers going for 1 here.
Well, we got encroachment again, or offsides on Medomak, so they're going to go back.
They must be lining. Somebody's lining up offsides.
Yeah.
Hey. Well, we'll see what the Tigers are going to go for 2 again. Why not? Yeah. Send Big T out there again. Tell him there's a cheeseburger in the end zone. Go get it. So this is like 1951 football that we're playing right here, okay?
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. 2 tight ends, big guy at fullback, 2 good running backs.
Don't know which way it's going.
Balance set. And they got to give Medomak credit there. They snaked in underneath. Pease again. He read the play.
He leaked in, yeah.
So here's the touchdown. Watch 73 right here. Boom. 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys. Get out of the way. Look at that offensive line. They're in the end zone. That's what you tell them. What you tell these guys again. You tell the offensive lineman, take your guy, put him in the end zone, and the running back will get in behind. And that's exact. Look at that push over there. You got to love it. Yep. Owen Chadwick should go up to those guys and say, here, you can't spike it, but that would be a time to let the big guys spike the football.
Yeah.
I know Coach Scotty Curtis loving that, aren't you, Scott, huh? $21-0.
All set up on that punt return.
The punt return by Braden Elliott. We're going to have to give out about 15 pizza awards again tonight, looks like.
Good coverage.
He who hesitates is lost on kickoff returns. We've got a flag come in, and it's going to be a face mask against the Tigers with 22 left. Well, we're having some fun. Field hockey played a great game against a very powerful Skowhegan. 1-0, then 1-1. Tigers were dominating play, and Skowhegan came and got the second goal and then extended it in the second half. And they're a very powerful Class A program. Tigers playing Class B, but as Coach McNally says, Tigers better for playing good opponents like that. And Tigers, they'll be a force in the playoffs.
Yeah, two really traditionally good field hockey programs there.
Tigers have got a loosen here, expecting, and they'll let this go. And good idea by Medomak, not putting anything in harm's way here.
Yeah, just a hand off to Jack Simmons there to run the clock out.
And that's what you want to do. You don't want to get down anymore. Tigers have been solid on defense. Bend, don't break, particularly on that first drive. And then some special teams magic. A little leprechaun luck on a touchdown pass. And then bullied their way into the end zone to make it 21-0. Had somebody talk to me this week and said, geez, you do so many games. How do you manage to get everywhere and do all that? So one, we got a great crew. Several great crews. We do multiple games at multiple times. But the other thing is, we have great sponsors. And we don't do any of this without the help of our local and anchor sponsors. So if you're into one of these businesses, you got to get your fall stuff done around the house, get over to Randolph Hardware. You want Mexican jumping beans? Get over to see Jack Gorgon over IGA. They just came in. But for all your needs, we got somebody as a sponsor that can help out and tell them, hey, listen, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you sponsoring so I can watch Muncie Media's production of high school sports. We're gonna take a look at those sponsors right now.
When you need top quality aggregate, you need McGee Construction. From gravel, sand, and crushed stone to specialty materials, McGee Construction has supplied Maine's contractors and homeowners for over 35 years. No project is too big or too small. Whether you're building a driveway, a home, a highway, we've got the materials you need delivered on time every time. For reliable service, expert advice, and high-quality aggregate, trust McGee Construction. Built on trust, driven by quality. At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner. Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available. And we offer discounts on large quantities as needed. We also offer plowing and sanding services during those tough Maine winters.
Corliss Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2019, producing Kennebec County's highest quality gravel at a fair price.
Do you know that your current annuity might not be the best fit anymore? In today's markets, there are new options that could offer greater flexibility, higher growth potential, and even enhanced benefits that can be specifically tailored to your needs. Upgrading your annuity doesn't just mean better rates. It's an opportunity to explore these new innovative options designed to help you get more out of your investment. Don't settle for outdated terms. Contact us today to learn how upgrading your annuity can open the door to better opportunities in your retirement.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grandpa Charlie started the business as a
So we're here back at halftime, and as you know, Mark Pooler's been doing a great job with his legends. And we got a legends. We've gone way back in the Wayback Machine to bring in the captain of the 1976 team, Peter Corrado. Peter, welcome here, and welcome being chosen as a legend. Just fantastic here, and so appropriate that we're doing all the way back here as we bring Coach Burgess out here tonight. It was great to see him, and Coach came after you had graduated. Pete was on the reconstruction project, as we called it back in the day. Pete was part of our first team back here 50 years ago, Peter, 1975. Yes, you were junior, and your dad and Merle Peacock, your dad was assistant superintendent. He's one of the first people I met up here 50 years ago, and he's a great man and a great supporter of athletics here in the district. And they decided they were going to do a renewal. They were going to clean slate and bring people in, and Coach Wolfgram and I came to town, met you guys. You were a junior, and talk about a little bit about what that time was like for you guys. That, you know, you'd been trying to survive 0-10 season the year before. We come in 75, 50 years ago, and what was it like to be a player?
Well, I've been trying for 50 years to forget about an 0-10 season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people keep bringing it up.
That was 1974.
But when you and John Wolfgram came, Coach Wolfgram, rest in peace, my friend, the whole atmosphere changed. I'm not saying we weren't coachable before you guys got there, but everybody, almost everybody, became more coachable when you had a product to sell that we bid into.
Yeah.
Right from the get-go. We knew we weren't going to be hustling around in the locker room anymore. We knew Staples was going to be running laps. But we bought into what you guys brought with you.
Yeah.
And it just took off from there. Proud as hell to be part of the beginning of the winning tradition back in Tiger football. Yep. And Gardiner Tiger football, let's not forget, that includes Randolph and Pittston.
Exactly right.
A lot of these names out here are from across the river.
You've got that right. The tough kids in Pittston and Randolph over there. I'm thinking from that team back in those days. I know Mark Merrifield, Randolph kid, tremendous. And then the Pittston boys that we had coming in.
For years and years.
Yeah. Yep. And, it is. It's a group effort, and that's for sure.
Not that we don't call ourselves Gardiner Tigers. Right. We still do call ourselves Gardiner Tigers, but I'd throw up to my homeboys over there.
Yeah. Certainly, when you look back, some great times, and as you said, resetting the clock. I mean, this was a very proud program back in the 50s under Coach Smidlin. They had some terrific teams, terrific players, particularly an undefeated team. I think it was like 54, 56 sometime in that time frame there. And but it had gone down, and we got the call to come in, and were able to do it, and certainly back in that day, the numbers weren't great, so we usually have to line up and kind of dummy scrimmage with you guys. And I remember I was playing look team quarterback, and and all the things that we did, and it was just for a young guy like myself. I mean, I was only a few years older than all you guys, right. And 4 or 5 years older.
You and Coach Wolfgram both.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. Coach was 27 when he came here. I was 22, but we got it going again, and you guys are credit, and I'm always thankful that you and your teammates and those guys put the past behind and just moved on. And we went 5-5. Remember, we went 0-4 to start the season. We finally beat Rockland, and then we went won 4 games on the stretch to finish 5-5 that first year. And then the next year, your senior year, when you were captain of that team, we went 6-3-1. It's the only tie that ever happened in our stint here, because you could still tie games. We tied Skowhegan, I think it was 8-8, something like that, down at Quimby Field. But it was just a great time with you great kids, and so many of you have not only did the high school stuff, but you continue to contribute and be positive and be a force in the community and all that. And of course, your father, I know, was the architect of youth football here in Gardiner.
Yeah,
he started
just
that.
Could bring that up too. My whole crowd, my age group, we were the first ones to come into the high school program that actually had a good organized junior football league.
Yeah,
and I think that helped. half of my friends from the neighborhood, their fathers all coach different teams.
Yeah. And again, we couldn't do it without the youth football program. And I say this to any young coaches that ask me for advice, and I'll say, take care of your youth program. That's where your future is. And we honored Jay Folkemer, who did a large stint of coaching in our youth program here after he got done during his years, about, 7, 8 years after you had gone on and graduated. Certainly want to thank you for coming back, Peter, and it was great to see you at Coach Wolfram's. Wasn't that a great night to see everybody? It was such a wonderful opportunity, and I just talked to John's wife, Adine, again this week, and she said pass on thanks to every single person who showed up that night, and even those that couldn't make it, because she heard from people that saw the stream and reached out to her with that. So it was great to remember Coach, and to see Coach Burgess out there with a few words tonight to thank everybody for some great years here in Tiger Town. And as long as let me keep coming up into the press box, we'll keep spreading the gospel, Peter. That's all we can do, buddy.
This is good. I know I have friends in Florida that watch the games because of you guys, and it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
A good friend of mine that lives down in Florida.
Give him a shout out. Bobby watching tonight.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah.
Janice down in, I don't remember where in Florida, but I just saw her last year. That she said, "Oh, great! Now I can watch." She just found out about it.
Yeah.
Now I can watch Gardiner football.
Fantastic. That's great, Peter. Well, thank you. And
well, thanks for having me, Coach.
We thank Mark for doing the legends and bringing you guys back into this. What a great thing he has done. Well, we're going to take a break here. We've got about 4.5 minutes left. We'll hear from some of our other great sponsors here, and when we come back, we'll recap first half here from Tiger Town after this.
When choosing a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not always better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardiner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers. They're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently year-round to end hunger. We donate and volunteer throughout the community, supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardiner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members of the Better Business Bureau, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. We are fully certified, thoroughly insured, and we offer a 24-hour emergency service serving the state of Maine, as well as a 5-year warranty on labor. As a business in the Kennebec County area, we are very proud to be a continuing sponsor for local schools and sports teams, building a better community with Fowler's.
At our firm, we have the client and only the client in mind. Our mission is to get to know and understand your needs, wants, and long-term goals. We want to help you develop, implement, and monitor a strategy that's designed to address your individual situation. We understand the challenges families face today. From managing debt to saving for college to retirement, these personal finance challenges can be overwhelming. Our commitment is to utilize all of our resources to help you pursue your goals. We believe in thinking out of the box, and we are not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom in our approach to financial services and preserving wealth. All of our energy, commitment, and efforts are focused on you, the client, and your satisfaction.
Why waste valuable time and gasoline traveling around when you can enjoy one-stop shopping at Goggins IGA in Randolph? Goggins is locally owned by people you know and trust at the heart of our community. Goggins offers the convenience of one-stop shopping, in-store banking, a large selection of liquors and wines, and a full-service pharmacy. At Goggins IGA, You're in, you're out, you're home.
Coaches and athletes know that teamwork is the key to success. At the Gosline Insurance Group, our team is comprised of knowledgeable, enthusiastic, and dedicated agency personnel who are committed to keeping our clients informed and protected. Featuring 9 agencies throughout the area, the Gosline Insurance Group is the largest locally owned independent agency group in Central Maine. As a trusted choice agent, we are dedicated to you and are committed to treating you as a person and not as a policy. This commitment means we will work for you and not the insurance company. So call us today and let our team put you on the path to success.
Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available. And we offer discounts on large quantities as needed. We also offer plowing and sanding services during those tough Maine winters.
Corliss Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2019, producing Kennebec County's highest quality gravel at a fair price.
Jeff Harder here, partner of CBU Advantage. Hey, if you're looking for a career that puts you in control, CBU Advantage can help show you the way. Become a licensed Medicare health plan sales agent. We will give you the tools to unlock 6-figure income potential while making a meaningful difference in the lives of your clients. We're going to provide you with the ability to generate year-over-year income growth, all while owning your own business. You can even work from home if needed. In short, enjoy financial freedom and the tools to succeed in a thriving business. Let's have a conversation. We'll talk to you all soon.
Welcome back here as teams warm up to get ready for the start of the second half. I want to thank Pete Corrado stopping in. Pete says, remember at the end of every practice, coach used to throw me a long pass, about 50, 60 yards. Well, I said, I could still do that, Pete, but it would take me 6 throws.
Work it down the field.
Yeah, a lot of great memories with these. I still call them kids. I mean, they were auto retiring, Jim. Let's take a look at this punt return here. We're going to call this the play of the half. Oh, we got away with a push in the back right there. Holy cow! But watch Elliott here. Now the clock's running out, right? 1:22, and he fakes going out. Whoop! And he comes back in. He's already had a spinorama. He's got another spinorama. You'll be seeing this on Channel 13 tonight because Channel 13, Dave Ead, our good buddy up there, Channel 13, said, hey, can we record your stream for highlights tonight? And I said, absolutely. Be glad to contribute to anybody you're doing. Don't forget the Dexter Tigers, our Tiger friends up north here. Get on their site right here. You can go directly to the DRHS page for voting, and you can vote every day. Get your friends to vote. Second half, Tigers. They get a shot. Kickoff. Elliott's going to pick it up on a bounce. He's going to be in trouble early, but now he breaks out of it. Elliott still on his feet. Up over the 50-yard line goes Elliott. He's still going. Tigers are trying to drag him forward. And Braden Elliott, he's going to have to be on the all-state return team, this kid right here. Holy cow. He's like trying to swat a mosquito in the night. Flags on the play, and that sometimes is what happens. Going to go against the Tigers, apparently.
The Tigers have several ball carriers that just reaching out trying to tackle them isn't going to work. You're going to have to wrap them up. Both Chadwick, Duty, Elliott. I mean, arm tackles don't work with those guys.
No, they don't. They run right through them. See, Tigers up 21-0. They'll have the ball. They had great field position. Now they have good field position out over the 35 to about the 37-yard line. First and 10 for the Tigers. Dual running backs here for Isaac Medor. Medor's going to keep right side. Lowers the boom. Or is that Duty? Let's see. That's Duty running. Yeah. Yep, that's Duty. And we had a sense it was Duty because he's more the running quarterback. but according to the coaching staff, Duty can throw the ball like 50 yards.
Wow. What a weapon to have as a backup quarterback when you need him to go in to spark the offense.
Yeah, and the Tigers, with this multitude of skilled athletes, make it very impossible. They almost always get one-on-one matchups because you really can't double. Kept up, spun out, maybe back for a yard. It was Duty again.
Yeah, that was Jack Simmons on the tackle there.
Simmons, one of the seniors, trying to get his guys fired up. You got to think Medomak was told at the half that, hey, listen, guys, we need a stop and a score. So this is a big 3rd and 6. Tigers right in the hands and out would have been a first down.
Yeah, Medomak was sending the house on that one. They had both backers up in the A-gaps and left that middle open.
Yeah, McGrain, usually sure-handed. Tigers will punt for the first time here tonight. So I've been wailing. He's a good punter. Medomak got what they wanted. Snaps good. Punts. Second punt of the night for the Tigers.
Yeah.
Going to roll out of bounds just outside the 20-yard line, maybe the 22, 21-yard line. So Medomak's done it on the defensive side of the ball now.
Yeah, we'll see if they made any adjustments offensively. Their best drive of the night was that first drive. We'll see if they get back to any of that kind of run game.
Well, that was edge run a lot of times, Jim, and the Tigers seem to have made that adjustment to close down the edge.
I think the one big run they had, the Tiger defender just got too far upfield and left that lane for him to get up inside of it. So.
Wyatt Simmons.
High snap.
High snap, ball's down. Tigers will swarm. And lucky to get back and save the play. Maybe got a yard on it, but that was disaster written all over it. Ruiz was able to
they've had a
get
couple
the
high snaps.
Yeah, they've had a couple of high snaps. Simmons did a good job getting up and getting it.
Yeah, then you got to hurry to get it back down to hand it off, and you lose the handle on it. So
we'll work on our scoreboard and get it back up here for you. Second down, 9 to go. Moving clock. 9:48. There we go. Chris will adjust the time and get it back and going. They go to the heavy side, and Tigers, somebody on a good tackle. Is it Crook on the tackle? Let's see. Yeah, I think it was Crook that came in from, Eli Crook came in from linebacker Submarine that made a great tackle. Eli's really coming on as a linebacker for the Gardiner Tigers. Linebacker coach Nate Munzing talks about him all the time, the progress that he has made this season. Third down, 7. Tigers have had some pressure on Simmons, but he's been cool in the pocket.
Kind of a straight eye look here.
He'll give it off right side and
Extra
struggling, an extra effort, and maybe a blocker. Ruiz dips inside. That's a big run for him. Tigers, much like the Panthers did earlier, kind of gave up on the play and
kept his legs going.
He
and,
did.
Broke some tackles and found some room down the left sideline.
So they went at, that's the first time I saw them running I warming up, Jimmy. You and I both noted that. They were in and I hadn't run much of it during the game, but they got something out of it there. And they'll come out in the same set. Pease the fullback. Ruiz is the ball's down and the Tigers are on it.
Deering
on it. Jason Deering. You talked about some snap problems and under center, not used to it, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know, they don't play a lot under center. We're going to see it right here. And clearly the ball came out on, it wasn't the exchange, you get that clear, but it was on the handoff. And Jason Deering envelops it. Another turnover. So Tigers back on the offense. Coach Sessions, the offensive coordinator for Patrick Munzing's staff, calling the play. Derek does a good job of mixing run and pass. Tigers 2 running backs. Left side and about a yard bang down. Duty on the carry, so that means Medor is back in at quarterback. Remember, Isaac went out for a stretcher time, came back in. Took a big hit on the sidelines. 2nd down, 9 to go. Two running backs for the Tigers, wide receivers both sides. For Medor. Pre-snap penalty's got to be
false start.
False start somewhere for the Tigers.
Medomac's showing blitz with one of their backers almost every single play here, Coach. They've got one, well, both of them are fairly tight, but one's coming all the time and the other one comes on and off. So
yeah,
they're putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, they're playing at 4-4 and trying to get gap pressure out of that, Jimmy, that 4-4.
Yeah.
They've got athletic guys up in there. You know, you see Logan Vigu wearing 0. He's one of their down linemen there. Duty's got it. He's getting trouble.
Yeah, tried to get outside again.
Well, the line of scrimmage right now is being won by the team with white shirts on this drive. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 14.
That was Pease in the backfield again.
Well, you're getting a lot of heavy run flow by Medomak. So if Tigers, you know, if they have a reverse or something, Jimmy, I you know, on a 3rd and 14 right here, up 3 touchdowns rather than throw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
You know, you might run your, you know, what we would call a gadget play, reverse or something like that.
See if they'll stay home or you've conditioned them to chase a little bit.
Medor wants to throw. He does. Ball's tipped and down. There was some pretty good pressure on Medor right there, and ball was tipped down. Thankfully, it didn't get tipped up. It got tipped down for the Tigers, and that was one of the linebackers coming in on the blitz. As you said, they've been doing that pretty regularly. That was Grady Pease coming in on the pressure.
Yeah.
So 4th down and 14 to go. Tigers will punt. Wheeling back in punt formation. 3rd punt of the night for the Tigers. Snaps handled. Punts off. And it'll hit right at midfield and spin in, and Tigers will go pick it up before it moves any further. So good field position by Medomak, playing some good defense. They've got 2 stops here in the 2nd half. So they meet the sudden change.
Yeah.
They lost the ball there after a pretty good rundown inside of Tiger territory, then lost the ball. Deering got the fumble recovery, but Tigers went 3 and out from there. So Medomak's made some good adjustments on defense. You know, they're in position here where they might go for a quick strike. They need a touchdown here. 6:27 left. They're down by 3. You've got to probably get a score on this drive.
Yeah. They're back under center.
And back in the eye, that was Simmons on a carry.
Yeah.
Duty came up, made the tackle. That looked like a better run than, well, now they're going to move the stake down a little bit and give them about 4 yards. Let's call it 2nd down 6, actually. Give a shout out to Ron Morgan, always watching our contest. Ron, longtime Tiger fan. Jeff Albert also. There's the ball down again. So you can tell they haven't worked a lot under center.
Yeah.
Maybe something they put in this week, Jim, and, you know, it looks good in practice when nobody's hitting the snort out of you.
Yeah.
A little different then.
They did get positive yardage on that, though. He picked it up and fell forward for a yard.
Simmons all the way over to get the play call. And this is taking some time. We're going to want to watch the back judge to see when the hand goes up in the air. Although they do break the huddle pretty quick, but the hand's up. They've got 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. They just got it off. Right side, they got a running rain there. Bouncing it to the outside is Grady Pease. And now he's swarmed under. Tigers close that quickly. Looked like there was more there than they were able to get.
Good block for Medomak. Owen Dossie on the outside there. Did a good job staying with his guy.
Chadwick came over and cleaned up, among others. Quick was there. Turdlot was there.
This is a situation you like to be able to go under center, but I'm not sure they have confidence going under center at this point.
So they're going to measure this. It was 3rd and 6. You'll see it at home better than anybody here is. They're going to bring the chains in. Mike Cody comes in. Mike, longtime chain member. He'll stretch it out. It's going to be about 4 inches, as you see. Mark Pooler also over there. Mark had to go talk to the football gods, go to confession, and he's back with it this week. A couple of Our Fathers, a couple of Hail Marys, and off we go. We're back at it, Mark.
Yeah, you would like to be able to go under center here. I just
yeah, but boy, it's you know, it's been a little bit of that lost in space there. You know, danger, Mr. Robinson.
Yeah, they're going to be B&I. Maybe just a QB sneak here.
Tigers looking to pinch in as they're in short yardage. They'll give it up inside. They'll pick up the first down and a little bit more. Tigers ripping the ball. They can't get it. And Jack Simmons says, no, that's mine.
Big pickup there from Medomak.
Yep, needed that to, you know, stay in this game because you're running out of possessions here, Jim, with 4:21 left
like you said,
in the third.
This has to be a scoring drive for them.
Yes. And Tigers need to be aware of that also. You know, they'll give them the 2 or 3 yards here and taking time off the clock, see if they can finish the drive.
Good
Comes
cut
left
inside.
side, nice cut inside. That's a good looking run.
Ooh, good.
Good spin there. Ruiz has been tough. Ruiz has been a special talent. This is as we talk, you know, we talked about the Tigers having a bevy of skilled guys. You know, Medomak does too.
Yeah.
You know, they're 2-2 here for a reason. They're big, physical up front. They're just, you know, they cut down a little bit on some of the penalties and, you know, turnovers and be able to finish drives.
Yeah, execute a little bit more.
And you got to think that may happen as they go through the season.
High snap.
Trouble right now. Tigers are swarmed back to the 30-yard line. Let's see who's there. Deering's one of the guys there.
Whalen.
Joe Hanley came in as Tigers smelled blood right out of the gate on that one as that snap again went high. So we said Joe Hanley with a fantastic game last week and continues to be a contributor. Guy that can make some big plays for you out there. He had a strip and go last week. Came into the pack and pack was moving one way, Joe was moving the other way, and Joe had the ball. 2nd and 16. So these are the things that we were talking about with the Panthers. Just got to smooth this area out. Simmons wants to throw. He's stepping back there. Now he throws a ball. Comes out, and do the Tigers have it? I think they have it.
Owen Chadwick again.
Chadwick says, I got one. I got another one. Here we go on the replay. Good job, Chris, picking this up. You'll see it.
It was so low to the ground. It was
Yeah,
hard
I want to
tell.
see if it got tipped. Or certainly Simmons had pressure here, Jim.
They had his arm.
See what happens with it, Jimmy.
They get a hand on his arm and then forces a short throw.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's tough. It's in the middle of the field, so it's hard for anybody to have position for that. Well, Tiger's going to end up with it.
Yeah, well, we got a little tiger cooking. Tigers want to go up top. They'll throw it out on the flat, wide open. Chase McGrain down the sideline. He's at the 40, 50-yard lines. He's still down the sideline. McGrain finally wrestled out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, there was a big block early in that reception that broke him free down the sideline. It might have been Braden Elliott.
The fake toss. The drag coming across, a drag coming across, and beautiful. That's a beautifully designed football play. Then you get it to a guy like Chase. And Chase says, you can chase me. Down the left side.
Yeah.
I want to go back and look at that play again. That's a well-designed play. I think we'll have time as they're going across here. Can you go all the way back on it, Chris? I want to go all the way back to show the action. Watch the action. Going to fake that toss.
No backers there.
Yep. Come back across the green. That's a Rob Gronkowski play right there, right? Coming back across the green and chase all the way down. That's a great call by Coach Sessions, offensive coordinator for the Gardiner Tigers. He had that in his back pocket. Tigers all looking at their wristbands. First down, 10 to go. Tigers got bunch right side. That sometimes run that side. And they do. Squared up right there, he does. And
a late kick out there, but it was enough to give him a couple of yards.
yeah, Seamus Pease ran it down from inside out. Just a couple of yard gain here for the Tigers.
I think the Tigers could run that drag at any time because once you get behind the backers and they're so tight, it's tough to defend.
Well, we used to run that. You saw our halftime guest, the legend Pete Corrado. We used to run that drag opposite back off of keep pass action back 50 years ago.
That was a great two-point conversion play.
Yes.
Drag opposite.
Going to Whalen out there in the down the left side, incomplete just over Evans' hands. Bring up third and 9. Ball's at the 31. It's 2 down territory, Jim.
Yeah.
You need 9. You don't have to throw the ball here. You can run it here and then see what you got.
Yeah.
You know, run it if you pick up 4 or 5, maybe you surprise them a little bit.
Yeah.
Duty's in as the running quarterback here with a bunch set right side. And he spins
out of it. Yeah.
in trouble and thrown down by Owen Dosty and Vigu. It was Vigu. 0.
Almost looks like Duty looks out to that bunches initially to see if he might have a pass off that and then adjust when the ball snapped.
Well, Tigers up by 3. If they want to be sure, they could take a timeout here. They're going to send Whalen out left along with Braden Elliott. McGrain in the slot here to the right. Gingras comes in motion.
They're right in the middle of the field.
Wide open in the middle of the field. Gingras, touchdown!
What a design. Gingras came in motion and then just went right into that open area in the middle of the field.
The Renaissance man scores on his touchdown catch right here. You'll see the shuffle motion coming inside. Now it's a switch of positions right here, and Gingras is just going to run right down the seam. And this is Duty's throw right here on the money. They had the running quarterback in there, and good job, Andy, on the coverage right there. Henry Gingras, I call him the Renaissance man. The kick is up, and it is good.
His kicks are getting better and better as he gets more comfortable out there.
Here it comes again. So watch what the Tigers do. Just a little switch here. And nice touch on the ball right down the center of the field. And Chase says, "It's yours, Henry. Go get it." So just take a look at the Tigers and the people that have made plays. We've seen the Braden Elliott plays on the deflected pass. He caught that for a touchdown. Gingras with a catch. We saw Chase McGrain make a couple of catches. Tigers got a bevy of offensive weapons.
Yeah, they've used multiple receivers tonight.
Two interceptions by Chadwick at linebacker. This one's popped up. That's going to be a touch and go here. You got to.
Oh.
Ball's in trouble. That's a free ball.
Covered up by Owen Dosty.
Yeah, Dosty was fortunate to get on that. Good job by Dosty. So we talk about Henry Gingras. He is a terrific musician as well. Among the top in his class. His mom, Laurie, is English teacher here at the school.
So Medomak's got a lot of work ahead of him here.
You've got 43 seconds left here in the third quarter. They've hurt themselves. They've moved the ball well at times, and, you know, some problems like that.
Yeah, they're getting some pressure now.
Who's that ball through? Were they trying to set up the screen? They're not sure if that was a screen or just it was thrown into the lineman. I don't know if they had a back there, but I don't believe anybody was there. You know, Tigers kind of sensing it here. Pat Caldwell, you see Pat down there, one of our great players from back in the early 90s. One of the few sophomores that we've had start as an offensive lineman. He started his sophomore year in 1992 on a really good team. Blocking for the great Chris Whelan. Eben Whelan's uncle. The Whelans go back about 12 generations here of Gardiner football. Tigers swallow that up. So you got Eben playing now, his father Nate and Uncle Chris. Their father Jim.
Yeah.
Jim's father Franny.
Yeah.
All the way back when we talk about tradition of Gardiner Tiger football. And, you know, you get the families like the Whelans and the Chadwicks and so many of them. Multiple generations. One of the things I always used to do before the Coney game is ask the kids, and you know, if your father played, your grandfather, and pretty soon we'd have the whole team stand up. Some of you played in the game. That ball's back on the ground, and it becomes a decent pile mover.
Yeah.
Yeah, Medomak just need. You know, I'm not. You know.
Yeah.
Easy to coach from up here, but they just, you know, I don't think I'm telling anybody anything that they're not seeing themselves. They cut those mistakes down. They're going to beat people.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me. We've played 3 quarters, and after doing 2 games now, time for me to get a drink of water and see if I can get the vocal cords going here for the 4th. But we'll be back for that after this.
Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design,
At Atlantic Youth Sports, we believe in more than just one path, because every athlete deserves the chance to discover what lights them up. Whether it's lacrosse, softball, volleyball, or field hockey, our programs are built to grow confident, build connection, and celebrate every step forward. We don't just coach sports, we nurture dreams. And now we need a home where those dreams can live year-round.
Hi, I'm McKenna, and I play for Maine Heights, and I love AYSB because my coach pushes me to be the best I can. Hi, I'm Zoe, and I play for Maine Height. I love AYS because of the team dynamic and the coaching that made me a better overall player.
Hi, my name's Sophia. I play with Maine Height because I love Shayna and Jen, and it's made my basketball game way better.
Help support multi-sport athletes and programs that we provide. Help us build a home for every athlete. Visit us at www.aysinc.org and make athletes matter together.
So after the 4th down punt that you missed, because we want to make sure we get our AYS ad in, Shane has done a great job making those ads. Tigers have the ball 1st and 10 as we start the 4th quarter. Medora going to throw it up. Throws back shoulder, and that's intercepted.
Max McCabe.
McCabe.
Big collision.
McCabe got down just in time. I think it was Duty was coming in like a ballistic missile launched from a silo.
Yeah, that was a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, 50-50 ball. And
size one on that one.
that's good coverage down there. Well done. He blanketed Braden. Max McCabe, the junior, came back, and Tigers going for a kill shot there. And it'll be 1st and 10. Just inside the 50-yard line to about the 47-yard line. Go the Panthers. Well, if I'm Medomak, you're down scores. I would just say, okay, let's put together a good drive.
Try to establish something.
Yeah, try to establish something. They're going to try to get the outside, and that's a little bit too slow, and the Tigers run too well. That was Gingras over for the tackle.
Yeah, try to put something together that you can end on a positive note and build on for the next week.
Well, Tigers are looking to pitch back-to-back shutouts. They've got 2 on the season. This would be the 3rd shutout. They've got to be one of the stingiest defenses in the state, I think, probably when you look at the stats, Jimmy.
Well, they create turnovers. They make big plays.
Medomak still plenty of time to score in this.
Good cut. Good block.
Up inside, Tigers at the 2nd level swarm it pretty well, and what looked like a promising play picks up 2 yards. That's what Tigers do. They swarm. Muncie Media in the field correspondent Jason Murphy reporting that Coney is winning their game 53-7. Coney's been scoring a bucket full of points on
solid,
everybody.
Quarterback's
he's a special.
Next level
Parker Morin is a special gunslinger, and they got lots of weapons there. Could be a pretty good matchup here in a few weeks, but we're a little ahead of ourselves. Inside, outside, now back inside for some running room, and Tigers swarm it. They got some other guys in the game, it looks like.
Good patience there, trying to string it out and then plant the foot and get upfield by Grady Pease.
Yep, just what Medomak should be doing. Trying to get something to hang their hat on here at the 35-yard line. They'll come out 2 by 2. Receivers each side. Simmons steps back there, cool, calm, and collected. Going to throw it down the sideline. He put a good spot pass on there. Tigers stepped up late to that and took away the first read.
Yeah, I think
got the release.
I think he saw Hanley come up on it. He had to throw a little higher than he wanted to. Wells beat Levitt 12-6 or 12-7, I think. Sam Shaw said. Yeah.
12-7. Yeah, that game, if it's at Wells, that started an hour earlier, so that's an upset. But remember, I'll get to that after this play.
Good
to the
block.
outside. Reese got some room.
Good hard work out there by Vigu for Medomak blocking.
Remember, Jimmy, after the game, Wells, we won in overtime here. I said, you know, Wells falls to 1 and 2, but they were the best 1 and 2 team in the state.
Yeah.
Well, you see why. I mean, and what that win will do for the Tigers hanging on here is that will solidify the Tigers in the #1 spot because they're going to get credit for Wells's win over Levitt.
Yep.
And because, you know, Coney's doing well, Coney's on our schedule, so you get projected points for how teams that you're going to play are doing. Right side, north and south. I like the play.
Tough runner. Pease.
McGrain comes in for the stop for the Tigers.
A good drive by Medomak right now. If they can continue to get positive yardage here.
They'll shift power left side. This is basically a power I formation. And the ball's down again. Tigers got it. That's been the problem. Evan Whalen for the Gardiner Tigers. You'll see it right here. Evan's going to come in from the edge, and the ball's going to be lined right there.
Just not a clean exchange.
Yeah, just didn't get the exchange down, and there it is. Evans ball hawking right there. He says, I'll take that last piece of pizza if you don't mind. Well, I'm not counting turnovers for Medomak Valley, but that's probably about the 5th turnover of the night, I believe.
Yeah, between INTs and fumbles.
So you may see Tigers try to get some field position, then start to bring some kids in the game. The fake. Medor in trouble. Now he wants to run down the sideline. Squirts out of bounds. Picks up about 9 yards. That was a little.
Be a late one.
That was a little extracurricular activity.
Good job by Medor, though, just getting up, going back to the huddle.
Get up and go. Yeah. That tackle was out on Harrison Avenue. Jeez. For those fans who might not know, that's the road that runs in behind the field here. 9-yard gain. Tigers started early. You could see somebody coming into the picture when they shouldn't have been moving yet. Got to move it back. Move it back 5, make it 2nd down, 6 to go from up the 29-yard line. 8:06 left. Clock is ticking. 28-0 Tigers. 21-0 at the half. Only touchdown of the second half by the Tigers. It's a Henry Gingras touchdown reception. Left side, Tigers looking to get the edge. They got to hold in behind the play, and so this play will come back.
Yeah, I was watching the edge here and watching Chase McGrain. He stock blocked one guy, moved off of him and went to a second guy. But I don't think that's where the hold was.
Nice thing by the sponsor, the Gardiner All Sports Boosters Club. Jim, they, of course, they run the 50-50 each week. And, you know, whoever wins keeps 50, and the Boosters Club keep the rest. Well, the Boosters Club is going to donate their part of the proceeds to the Alphon Cancer Center.
Oh, nice.
Real classy move by our Boosters Club.
They have their golf tournament.
They had the golf tournament. Yeah. Nice weather for that. They've got a big plan to do some upgrades here. One of the things they want to upgrade the lights. We have one upgraded bank of lights, and it's the one that you're looking at to the right. The rest are old lights. Tigers to throw. They'll throw the ball down the field. Nice reception by McGrain. Chase is a terrific possession-type receiver.
Yeah.
And I really like that drag that they threw where they faked the outside toss. Bring McGrain back across the grain. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. .7:08 left. Moving clock. 3rd and 1 for the Tigers. See if they go.
Taking a little bit of time here.
Yeah, they'll go their T offense.
Everybody in the box.
Right side. And falling forward for the first down is Duty. Now, you know, Tigers last week, Jim, up at Brewer, went to the T offense and faked it and threw the keep pass to Chase McGrain for a touchdown on a good-looking play. So they have the pass off that. Don't think the Tigers are interested in putting the ball much in the air right now. Anything would be possession type that you saw earlier to McGrain.
Seems like the Tiger offense is coming along where they're building off of stuff that they
Yes.
have in for the home stretch here.
Yeah, we're in the second half of the season. This is game 5. Whalen's got it. He sneaks through. Eben to the outside, dances for about 7 yards. Well, Eben doesn't get a lot of carries. But, you know, on a lot of teams, he'd be the #1 ball carrier.
Yeah.
You know, that's the depth of the Tigers. Eben does a lot of other things. He blocks well. Great defender. You saw that. Had the fumble recovery earlier. Sam Shaw recognizing the offensive line. You know, that's a good idea to do. You got Jason Deering. We already talked about Tyler Turtelot.
Evan Bullock.
The big guy's getting it done up inside. That one just hung up just a little bit and gave Owen Dorsey time to close on it.
Yeah,
to McGrain.
One of those ones all the way across the field, so it takes a little bit of time for it to get there. And
you know, Deering is the center. You know, we've seen some poor snaps there, but Jason has been right on the senior lead. He's one of the great leaders for the Gardiner Tigers. You know, those big guys never get enough mention. Ryan Chadmore, one of the guards in there for the Tigers. Trouble coming. That ball might be backwards.
Yeah,
they should get on it.
They didn't blow the whistle. Yeah. Oh.
Is that?
Yeah, that might be a wrestling move.
That's a wrestling move. Yeah, wow. Wait. They call that suplex?
I think so.
Wow. Yeah, that ball goes backwards. And Duty comes over. Watch this. Now, he's got a big man right here. Watch this strength. Watch this. I don't know. 2-point takedown. They threw the flag for hitting him too hard. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and you know, it's not intentional.
No,
it's
that's
the only way he was going to get him down. So he was just trying to get him to the ground.
Jeekers.
But yeah, the ball was loose in the behind the line of scrimmage, and
well, that's when you want to go to school on. You've got to eat that ball there and not take the chance.
Oh.
Throw right side. Tigers, tit for tat. And they'll pick it off. 3rd interception of the night. It's Chase McGrain.
And had they not got a hand on him, he would have been gone.
They want to throw the little stay pass outside to Ruiz, and Chase says, I know that route. I run in practice all the time. That's one of my routes. I know where it's going. He stepped right in, picked it off, and Tigers continue to be opportunistic on defense here with the turnovers. 6 in the game.
Yeah.
Tigers next week are going to head to Levitt. We'll talk more about that as we talk about upcoming in the post game. I think Tigers will probably be pedestrian here. They'll give it on the corner. They got a big run there in the corner.
Yeah.
Out of bounds after a good run is Whelan. So Evan getting some late game carries. And you see the threat he is. He's fast.
Yeah.
Evan Whelan. Evan's a junior. Out to the 19-yard line. Pickup of 9 on that. Moving clock. 4:45 left. Tigers lead it 28-0. Evan Whalen goes motion right side. And in for the little extra credit.
Look like Jack Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons. Simmons is a good physical player.
Yeah. Looking at Medomac's roster, unfortunately, they have a lot of seniors. So a lot of the names we're calling are seniors.
Yeah. They're going to go to 2-3 on the season. They'll still win some games and throw out to the flat. That's off the hands of McGreen. He's covered out there pretty closely there by Owen Dostey. Well, Medomak and Tigers will punt. Well, now Tigers can work on part of their game right here, a punt from deep in their own territory. Evan Whalen will go back and punt formation. Tigers will probably want to call for the tight punt. And they do. They're going to get somebody off the field.
Duty, yeah.
Snap's good. And the delivery is good. That's well executed. Now it's going to be a pretty good run back here coming to the left side.
Yeah, he's got some room. There's Duty coming across.
Is
the
Low.
field. Oh, he breaks a tackle. Yeah,
And Low may go, and he does.
He did his own spin move there, Coach.
Well, we've seen some good punt returns tonight. Ashton Lowe, the senior, got the low punt as Tigers punting. That's one of the things you give up in this tight punt, Jimmy. You don't get the coverage that you normally get.
Low kick,
Tigers
so
don't have the outside leverage that you need. Normally you got a gunner coming there that'll force that thing back inside, and Lowe just kept it, makes a nice run, and touchdown for Medomak Valley. So Medomak.
Yeah, I was looking at Medomac's schedule, Coach. They've got York next week and then Oceanside after that.
Yeah, that's 2 potential wins there as
Yep.
we've seen how the season has gone. They'll come out in that power set here and delay a game, I believe. Took a little bit too much time. Illegal participation, maybe. They might have had the 12th guy might have huddled with him before he went off the field. Yeah, so those are 2 wins potentially for Medomak Valley. Get them back over 500. Now the ball come back, so we'll see. They'll still go for 2, it looks like. Stay with us. We'll have our Caps of Pizza player of the game. Maybe give one out on offense and one on defense, so put your thinking cap on. Simmons gets some pressure, flushed out. He's got some running room. Now he dances back. Now he throws it up, and I'm not sure that's who he was throwing it to, but it ended. I think he was throwing it to the underneath guy. I do, and it went over his head right to Jack Simmons. Watch right here. I think he's trying to get it out here, and it goes up and over.
Yeah.
There was Simmons.
Just sitting there in the corner.
Picks up the 2-point conversion, and Tigers will anticipate onside kick potential here.
Good heads up by Simmons there because,
Yeah.
you know, typically you might want to take that yourself, but he knew that they had the penalty and they were back a little bit further and he wasn't going to pick up the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, we want to thank our friends at CB Matson. They've been giving quality housing here in the state of Maine to folks since 1959. And they continue this multi-generational family doing well by the people of Maine. So look them up on Facebook, and you can get more information about their housing opportunities.
It
didn't go 10 yards, so it's a flag. So
he had one more bounce, I think.
I think he had let that go one more bounce. It would have been it would have been something.
Yeah, that second hop had the timing that you wanted in an onside kick.
So Tigers with 3:35 left, up 28-8. And Tigers will send their regular offense out in this situation, I'm sure, to, I wouldn't be surprised if they went with the power set here and just banged at it, but it looks like conventional offense out as I see Gingras going out wide side. Duty's in the game, now he's out of the game because they didn't huddle, that's legal. Medomak's the quarterback. They'll take it, they'll hand it up inside, and a wall of white. That was Joe Hanley in the game now at running back. We saw Joe come in last week. And Hanley will stay in as one of the running backs for the Gardiner Tigers. Duty's probably done for the night. He's played a lot of football. Jingles will go far right. Eli Manning to the near side, split out. Tigers got two backs. Hanley in motion. Quarterback draw, but jailhouse break.
Reed Grindle.
They're just teeing off and just coming. So Tigers trying to run the clock out, and Medomak knows they're just teeing off on run game, so Tigers taking some time here.
Tigers at Levitt next week, you said?
Yeah, it's going to be a Saturday game. Saturday, it's homecoming over at Levitt, so it's a Saturday night game. We're going to talk to Levitt this week and see if they are streaming. If not, we'll try to stream. I do have that night off.
Oh, good action.
And the keep by Medora, that fooled everybody. He's on the right side and out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like he pulled it out on the second
Yeah, he
ball
did.
carrier.
Yeah.
Well, I try to stay in bounds here, though. But
So that's going to bring up a fourth down, right? That was a third down play, so it's going to be fourth down, I think, for the Tigers. 4th and 4, timeout call. I want to thank everybody tuning in tonight. Said lots of our great fans out there. Hope everybody enjoyed this one. We had some fun bringing it to you.
good job by the Tigers tonight, capitalizing on some of the Medomak mistakes and turning turnovers into points.
They did, but they've got some things to clean up on their own right too, Jim, and that'll be something that'll be the measure of the coaching staff going forward here. We've got a couple of big tilts coming up here, real point-worthy games coming up. As they'll be at Levitt next Saturday. Then they'll take on Foxcroft Academy. Might be the first time in history. I've really got to go back and look at the history books. Tigers are going to punt. And that's a good punt away from any type of run back there by the Tigers and inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Dover's always traditionally a strong program.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Athletes and just committed to winning up there.
Yeah, they have certainly had quite a good program. Mostly in Class D. They were one of the schools that moved up this year with Wells from D to C. But they're still a formidable foe. So back-to-back tough weeks for the Tigers. And
it doesn't get easier after that, does it, Coach?
And then the big one is they'll face the Coney Rams. People are starting to speculate, and you know how we coaches, Jim, hate speculation looking ahead, but people are going to wonder if they're both undefeated.
Yeah.
Well, you're out of your cotton picking mind looking ahead that far. You're nuts. Off the left side, Medomak. Trying to finish on a positive note. Get down, kid. Get down.
Yeah.
Get down. Elliot Caldwell. The Big E, that's what we're going to name Elliot, the Big E. We like nicknames. We're going to give the Caps a pizza. It's only a medium pizza. We're going to give it to one of the linemen. Probably going to eat it in one bite. But
it's a snack.
Yeah, I think Big T's going to be there. I've been wanting to give some of the Big T. They'll be naming a pizza after him.
Those peas.
Tyler Turtelot recently got offered to come up and join Husson College, Husson University. It was Husson College when Andy was playing on the first team up there back in history. But they built that program up nicely. Ryan Bannister is one of the stars up there, Banny.
I watched some of his highlights last
God,
week.
He's got to come with a permit. I mean, geez, some crow, he just levels people. There was a kid, when he was a freshman, weighing about 105 pounds. He couldn't even practice on windy days.
Yeah, he had to play quarterback.
Yeah, he went in as a freshman one game. We were down to the freshman quarterback. 2 or 3 kids that got hurt. He went in there and managed the team well. But I'm telling you, 105. If it got windy in the second half, he's going to have to come out. But he dedicated himself to becoming a football player, worked hard, got in the weight room. By the time he had graduated from Gardiner High School, he had a great lobster bowl game, caught a couple of touchdown passes, went up to Husson. They moved him to defense, and now he's a stud. Well, the Tigers win this one on youth football night, showing the youth how to get it done. They win it 28-8. I want to congratulate coaching staff of the Gardiner Tigers and the Medomak Valley Panthers. They played hard. They've got some skill guys, and they've got some linemen. They've got some things to take care of, but they've got some things to build on here. And you know, they took a good Gardiner Tiger team, played them tough, and had some good things going on. They just need to take care of Mr. Football a little bit, and they'll be winning some football games. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back. Jimmy and I will have the post game. When we come back, it'll be the Gardiner Area High School Sports Boosters post game show. We'll come back after this.
Don't feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Is your annuity keeping up with your goals? The financial landscape is constantly evolving, and new annuity options are designed to offer more benefits, better flexibility, and improved growth potential. Upgrading your annuity can help you take advantage of these opportunities and make your money work harder for you. Whether you're looking for higher income, newer, better terms, or added features, now is the time to explore what's possible. Call today to discover how we can help you unlock the full potential of your investment.
Rob Munsing, Jim Palmer. We got a crew down just in front of us here. Looks like, I'm not sure what that is. Well,
is that seniors? No.
Well, Tigers jubilant in the end zone. They're going to move to 5-0 on the season. They're going to solidify their spot in Class C. They'll be the #1 team ranked in Class C in the poll next week. And they'll move on to 11, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Let's stay right with this one here and congratulate the Tigers on their win. Lots of good things to build on. They were a turnover machine, and they certainly did a tremendous job here in all phases of the game here tonight. But they'll have some things that they can clean up as well. Well, we want to let you know the Gardiner Tigers All Sports Boosters Club is in the middle of a big fundraising project here. They'd really like to redo the lights here at Hoke Field. We have one bank that's been redone. The rest of the bank are old lights, and it costs a great amount of money to run these lights, and we're doing more and more games here at night. And so if you can help out the Boosters Club with that, certainly you saw the way their organization runs. They're donating tonight's 50-50 to the Alphond Center Cancer, Alphond Cancer Fund as well. So good job by the Boosters Club. And we want to let you know we're going to make an award for one of our linemen here tonight, the Big T. And he's going to get a pizza award here. Tyler Turtelot, the Capser Pizza Player of the Game. As T's been remarkable all year long, two-way player, leading the charge. You saw the block that we showed you where he collapsed that whole left side of the line in power formation for Chadwick touchdown. And certainly Tyler's been playing a high brand of ball for a lot of time here. And on youth football night, if you're a youth football player, you want to look at a kid in the Gardiner Tiger football program to emulate. It's Tyler Turtelot, because he works his behind off to make himself a better student athlete in the classroom, on the field. He has a great work ethic, and he's going to the next level.
Yeah, and he doesn't take plays off, Coach. You
No.
watch him the whole game, and he's going hard the whole game. No plays off. Just a hard-working, hard-nosed kid.
Well, that's going to wrap it up. As we said, tune in next week to Muncie Media. Get us on Facebook. I'm going to connect with Levitt probably tomorrow to see what their plan is. They're limited up there in space, but they do have a visitor's side that I would even offer to do. What are you doing next Saturday night, Jimmy?
Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. So if we can pull it off, we will. We'll get Andy and Chris, and we'll try to find a way to do this game, because it's going to be a big game in Class C football next week. You know, the Hornets, they get a little raid on them here tonight by Wells, and you know how Hornets react to raid. So they're going to be a little ugly next week, and Tigers will be heading up into the Hornets' nest up there. Haven't won up there since I think it was 2016 we beat Levitt up there, but Levitt's one of the tough places to play. So Coach Hathaway will have them ready, and Tigers will have a great week of practice and look forward to it. So we'll let you know whether we can stream that game or not. If we can't stream it, it's probably being streamed by Buzz Media, which is their student video production team up at Levitt. So one way or the other, we'll get that information out for you. We get lots of other action coming up, none of which I can remember tonight, who we're covering next week. We'll be busy again. Every Sunday I put the list up on Facebook for you to see where the Muncie Media crew is going to be. Well, Jimmy, great job as usual. Thank you.
Thank you.
Want to thank Bill Hasty, who helped out Chris with the down and distance on the scoreboard and all that. And Bill also did the field hockey game earlier today. I'm going to release Bill because he's way past his bedtime, so Bill's going to be able to get home. And Andy Munsing did our camera work here. Chris Wheeler, I'm Rob Munsing. All of us at Munsing Media. Go Tigers.